And it's been another pretty hot day for many of us, dry as well, but a handful actually seeing some active weather this evening. We had that severe thunderstorm warning in place for parts of the Boot Hill that has now expired, so some of the good news. Still seeing some rain and a lot of lightning activity, especially north of Paragould there, so just kind of keeping an eye on things. But as the sun continues to set and we get later into the evening, that should be less and less of a concern. Cold front passing through the region right now, so we're seeing a pretty big temperature difference across the region. It's also bringing us some of that rain. A lot of the severe weather, though, again, staying out of our region, which is some good news. Off to our south, they're seeing that severe thunderstorm watch in place. A couple of active warnings as well. So we do see that marginal 1 out of 5 clipping part of our region, especially over in SEMO for this evening. But the majority of that should pretty much stay out of our area. So for some pretty good news for any of your Friday night plans. Live look right now in Butler County for Poplar Bluff. Lots of cloud cover. Temperature is also pretty warm, looking at 87 right now. So still waiting to feel the effects of that cold front. Winds coming out of the southwest about 8 miles per hour. So seeing about a 10-degree temperature difference across the region. So if you're in Mount Vernon, you're seeing more clear skies, temperatures down into the low 80s. But then if you're in Union City or Sikeston, it's feeling like 91. We're seeing much warmer temperatures. There's also going to be a lot of cloud cover to our south comparatively. Clouds staying with us over the next couple of hours, holding on to the 80s, and then once the sun sets, we begin to dip down into the 70s and 60s. So if you have any plans tonight, it should feel like a really nice summer night. Threat tracker is fairly low. We have those couple of SEMO pop-up storms. That threat should continue to drop. By Saturday to start the weekend, we have a high pressure dominating, so warm conditions, a couple of clouds, but fairly nice if you do have any plans. We see the pattern change for Sunday. Widespread storms expected, and we see some of that active weather return. Temperatures still in the 80s, holding on to the 80s, chance for a couple of showers. Really staying with us for a couple of hours, at least for SEMO. Not expecting anything severe once the sun sets. If you're waking up early on Saturday, we're in the 60s and 70s, staying at least fairly clear thanks to that high pressure. But then as we get into Saturday night and then into Sunday, we start to see that pattern change. So Saturday, you're good to go. Temperatures in the mid 80s, staying in the mid 80s for at least the next couple of days, but scattered storms making their way Sunday at a severe threat along with that. So we're seeing again part of the region that 1 out of 5 marginal risk, really extending from Poplar Bluff into Union City. So great to have the Storm Track 3 app. That'll come in very handy, not only to keep an eye on those rain chances for the next couple of days, but then also the heat. We're about just a few days away from the start of summer, and it's definitely looking like a summer-like forecast. If you have any Father's Day plans, at least outdoors, maybe think about moving them inside by Saturday. Sunday and Monday, we're tracking the chance for some scattered storms, and then by next week, heating back up and still tracking some pop-up storm chances.
Yeah, and let's hope those storms don't get severe over the weekend.
I am hopeful.
All right. Thank you, Katie.